thank you for that. Secondly, we'd like to mention that right next door to us is a show called The World of Wonders. And that show is going to start at 5:15. Once we're done here, if you head next door, they'll let you in. And you'll see 10 live acts. It's a free show. We got sword swallowers over there and hula hoopers and knife throwers. There's a little bit of everything. It's a lot of fun. So make sure to check that out. And this is a live show. Our performers are going to come up here and entertain you. You guys are a live audience, and that means the more you clap, the more you cheer, the more you hoot, the more you holler, the more you laugh at my dumb jokes, the more fun you're going to have. So just go nuts, right? Scream, jump up and down, do a little dance, whatever you like. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, with that being said, is everybody ready?
Yeah!
All right. Then we're going to welcome out our fabulous escape artists. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Trixie Turvey. Now, Trixie is our escape artist, and she gets out of straitjackets, she gets out of handcuffs, she even gets out of jury duty. I don't know how she does it. And every good escape artist has a lovely assistant. Well, she has Dizzy Diamond. Give him a big round of applause, too. Now, Dizzy Diamond, the man with two tongues, and Miss Trixie Turvey, our escape artist, are going to entertain us here at the Escape Explosion. And first things first, we're going to put Trixie Turvey to the test. You see, we're going to lock her up right now, but we're not going to use 1 or 2 or 3 or even 4 things. We're going to lock her up in 5 different things at the same time, and we'll see if she can escape from all 5. Okay, first, we're going to have her hop into that wooden barrel. That's a whiskey barrel, and it was used to store whiskey. The fumes in there are pretty intense. And that means if we lock Trixie in there for too long, she won't want to get out. But first we're going to tie her up, and we're going to use these, the Siberian chains. Everybody say, ooh. Excellent. Now it's a solid length of chain with 2 rings attached to it. They use these in the Russian gulags to tie down prisoners. We got them on eBay, because you get anything online. And we're going to tie the Siberian chains around Trixie Turvey's elbows. Dizzy Diamond will cinch them up tight, and he'll place a big master lock on there to keep them secure. Once we have her locked up at the elbows, we'll move up to her wrists. And for her wrists, we have these, the Australian leather straps. Now, I know these might look like something out of 50 Shades of Grey, but in fact, they use them in Australia to tie down kangaroos. The kangaroo is a powerful and wily creature, and so is Trixie Turvey. Again, we'll place a big master lock on there to keep them secure. And Dizzy Diamond's going to take the key from those locks and place it into a clear Ziploc bag. Now, we put the key in the Ziploc bag so that you can keep your eye on them, and at no time will that key ever make it into the dirty, dainty little hands of Trixie Turvey. Dainty, I'm sorry, Trixie. Now, we've got her locked up at the elbows, we've got her locked up at the wrists, but her hands are still free. And for that, we have these tiny pair of handcuffs. I don't know why they'd even make handcuffs this small. It might be for unruly toddlers. I don't know. Parents, look it up on Amazon. We're going to put them over her thumbs and lock her hands together. And Dizzy Diamond will take the key and place it again into that Ziploc bag. Now, you know, I must confess, you guys have been very nice to us so far. I don't want to lie to you. That's not a Ziploc bag, okay? It's a ShopRite brand bag, but the store brand is just as good, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So we've got her locked up at the elbows, at the wrists, at the thumbs. Her fingers are still flapping, and for her fingers, we have the most ancient and mystical of all the escape implements. We've got a Chinese finger trap. We'll place that over her fingers to lock them together. And last but not least, we're going to stick her into that whiskey barrel and lock her from the outside. Now, in order for Trixie Turvey to escape, she's going to have to pick some locks. And to do that, we're going to give her this one bobby pin. Good luck, Trixie. Now, once she's locked into the barrel, if you guys hear Trixie Turvey start to freak out, if you hear her screaming, if you hear her crying or anything like that, it's all part of the show. Just ignore her. She'll be okay. And actually, we're going to have to help her out. We're going to count her down. But we're not going to count from 20 to 1. We're not going to count from 10 to 1. All together, loud as you can, we'll count from 5 to 1. The curtain's raised, so let's count her down. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
And she's out. Let's hear from this Trixie Turvey. All right. Good job, Trixie. But Dizzy Diamond, what was that?
That was the explosion. Oh, you're expecting more? I don't know what you want from me. There wasn't exactly a ton of money left over for fireworks after you demanded that I buy all this fringe.
I thought the fringe was nice.
It is nice. It's a nice touch, but the show's not called the Fringy Fun Time. It's called the Escape Explosion. We should probably have some explosions. You guys want explosions, right?
Yeah.
Of course you do. That's a stupid question. Everybody wants explosions. And that is exactly what the great Gazleon is going to give you. Ladies and gentlemen, what he is currently holding in his hand is commonly known as a whip. Every time he cracks that whip, the popper on the end of it breaks the sound barrier, creating a mini sonic boom, which is technically an explosion. And everything I just said is technically me trying as hard as I possibly can to make the name of this show make any sense at all. I'm not sure it's working. Gazleon, give us some explosions. Let's hear it for the great Gazleon, ladies and gentlemen. That was awesome. Very suave. I'm pretty sure that's what Adam Levine would look like if he cracked whips instead of doing whatever he does. But you didn't hit anything. I always thought the most interesting part of a whip cracking act is when you snap a target out of somebody's hand without hitting them in the hand. I haven't moved past it. Now, do you have a target that you can use? Oh, you do. You come prepared. I don't like that, guys. Oh. I like you a lot, Gazleon, I do, but you're my boss. I'm pretty sure this is inappropriate.
Dizzy Diamond, that flower's for whipping, not for sniffing.
Whatever. Stupid flower anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, we call this act the scariest part of my day. And it is done, ladies and gentlemen, the Great Gazleon! Here, kids, souvenirs! Yay! It's spaghetti, it's not worth anything. That was awesome. You hit the flower, it did not hit me, which I appreciate. But I wasn't moving. It was a motionless target. Luckily for you, though, there's one thing that I never leave the house without, and that is bubbles. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've ever seen a man look tough while blowing bubbles, but you're not about to. I'm pretty sure it's impossible. Gazleon, are you ready? Bubbles. It's too many bubbles, the man can't handle it. It's alright, it's alright. You guys you look scared right there. Are you afraid of bubbles? That's fair, I won't ask. Ladies and gentlemen, Trixie Turvy has escaped. Gazleon has exploded. I think it's time to move on to the grand finale.
Alright, when you think of an escape artist, I know nobody thinks of bullwhips or bubble machines or Chinese finger traps. When you think of an escape artist, you think of somebody who's been locked in a straitjacket. That's the act that Harry Houdini made famous all those years ago. Every escape artist since Houdini has used one in their act, and we here at the Escape Explosion carry on that tradition. Now, we actually got this straitjacket from a hospital in Philly, and it had been used and it kind of smells bad, but we washed it, Trixie. You'll be okay. Trixie's going to hop in there and Dizzy Diamond's going to tie her up. If you watch, there's 4 leather straps on the back. Dizzy Diamond will attach all 4 to keep that jacket tight to Trixie's body. Then there's a 5th strap that hangs down on the front. That strap will go in between Trixie's legs, tie up to the back, and prevent the jacket from going up over her head. Then Trixie Turvy will stand and crisscross her arms in a 90s hip-hop pose, and will lock her arms together in a bear hug. Now, the straitjacket has been outlawed in 36 states as cruel and unusual punishment. Okay, I don't know if New Jersey is one of those states, but if you should ever find yourselves locked in a straitjacket against your will, we're going to tell you the secret how you can escape. If you can dislocate one of your shoulders, that'll make your arm floppy, and then if you roll around on the ground for about 45 minutes to an hour, the average person can wiggle out of a straitjacket. Now, Trixie Turvy is a professional, and she's able to actually dislocate her left shoulder at will. So when she starts to wiggle, listen, you'll hear a loud pop. That's her arm coming out of its socket. She does do this 3 times a day for your entertainment, so we hope you enjoy it. And remember, kids, stay in school. Now, she's all locked up and she's ready to rock, but if she just ran around on the stage, that would be a regular finale, right? to make it a grand finale. We're going to tie her feet together. We're going to send her upside down, 25 feet in the air, and then she'll escape from the straitjacket if, and only if, you guys want to see it. So I'm going to ask one time, as loud as you can, would you like to see that?
Yeah!
All right. Now Trixie Turvey is the star of our show, and a true star demands red carpet treatment. Dizzy Diamond, the red carpet, please. Lovely. Graceful as a seal. Trixie will lie down on the red carpet, and we'll tie her feet together. We'll attach these big metal hooks. These are what we'll use to send her skyward. Trixie Turvey's fastest time escaping from this straitjacket is only 22 seconds. Okay, and her slowest time is like an hour and a half, so everybody get comfortable. Nothing, all right. Now, when she's all the way up there, the blood's going to rush to her head. It'll be hard for her to concentrate. She'll need your help. And that means the louder you scream and cheer and clap, the faster she'll escape. Trixie, are you ready? Yes. Dizzy Diamond, are you ready? Yeah! Dizzy's always ready. Most important audience, are you ready? Yeah! Well then, here we go. All right, Trixie, get out of that straitjacket. Let's hear it for her. Let me hear you clap. Let me hear you scream. She's going to dislocate her shoulder. She's going to rock it up one side and roll it down the other. She'll shimmy and shake right out of that straitjacket for your entertainment. Shake it, but don't break it, Trixie. Oh, my goodness. She's got one hand free already. She is lugubrious. Give her a little encouragement. She'll be right out. Ladies and gentlemen, she has done it. Now she's made it back down to the ground safe and sound. She'll unhook her feet, regain her composure, and then stand to take her final bow. When she does that, let's hear it one more time, loud as you can, for Trixie Turvey. One more time for her assistant, Dizzy Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Escape Explosion. And you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching our show. We hope you had a great time with us. We want to remind you that the World of Wonder show is next at 5:15. And have a fabulous final day here at the fair. Thank you so much.